last we meet Peter's father, Mr. Rambler Rabbit, on his way home after a bit of a spree, full of hops and all unconscious as he hops through the cool woods of the warm welcome that awaits him. For Mrs. Rambler Rabbit is suffering from another attack of nerves, induced by the unfortunate circumstance that Mr. Rabbit has been out with the boys all night and Peter has run away again. "Oh," says Mrs. Rabbit, "where have you been? Do you know how Peter has run away again? I've stood about all I'm going to of this sort of thing, Rambler. You find that useless son of yours before you darken this door again." Said Mr. Rabbit. "Guess I was pretty wise not to say a word. Lord, she is in a state, and I haven't had a wink of sleep all night. Here I've got to go out now and try to find that young scamp Peter." "Ah," says Mrs. Magpie, "top of the morning to you, Mr. Rabbit. You look fitting and fine fettle this morning. Where are you bound?" "I'm looking for that utterly good-for-nothing son of mine, Mrs. Magpie. He's run away again, and my wife's in a perfectly fearful state. Believe me, when I catch him, well, I can assure you he won't forget it in a hurry." Shortly after, Peter, who has been browsing about the woods in search of adventure, happens by Mrs. Magpie's. "Oh, Peter, Peter, your father's just been by here looking for you, madder than a March hare. You're in for it this time. Better clear out. Why don't you hop into that house over there until it blows over? Wash your face, though. You can't go anywhere looking like that." I wonder what's biting the old man, thinks Peter. Suppose Mother's given him what for staying out all night again. Well, I don't see why I can't follow in Father's footsteps. I'm out to see the world, and I'm going to see it. I wonder who lives over there. The door's open anyway, even if they haven't got welcome on the mat, so I'll just accept the invitation, so to speak. Well, what have we here? This is a quaint place. I wonder what this guy does for a living. Well, I'll be darned if that isn't a knockout. He certainly took a fall out of me. I wondered if he meant anything by that. Am I embarrassed? Maybe my face isn't quite clean yet. It's always getting this way. I'd better give it another lick and a promise. Hello, baby shoes. Well, where there's a shoe, there's a baby, as the saying goes. Sure enough, there he is. "Hello, buddy. So you won't talk, eh? Well, guess I'd better hide and look the situation over." He seems pleasant enough and appears to be a cheerful sort of a person. I guess he won't mind having me here, so I'll just take a look around. Gosh, there are lots of things around here that a fellow can see. Well, what do you suppose this is? A tunnel? Zowie! Help! Earthquake! Glad they didn't fall far. Say, there's a funny-looking chap. I wonder why he sits up there all by himself. Well, I'll have to see. Oh, I guess the answer is so he can fall off. Say, that's pretty good. I must remember that. Now, how did he get on the floor? I'd better get acquainted. Ka-chicka-chicka-chicoo. I'll tickle him. You know, babies always like that. This little pig went to market, and this little pig stayed home, and this little pig had a piece of roast beef, and this little pig had none, and this little pig went wee all the way home. He's friendly, all right. But this is carrying things a little too far. Say, who do you think I am, Jim Laundus? Fun's fun. But after all, I'm not a lump of dough. Hey, dough to be kneaded. Cut it out, will you? Meanwhile, Junior's mother is getting him undressed, all ready for his morning tub. Poor Peter straightway found himself in a worse one. "Say, what is this? Let me out. I say, let me out. I don't like this at all." Well, what an experience that was. They say babies have one of these things every day. Well, I guess after all, I'm glad I'm a rabbit. Father's always saying that the only philosophy worth a cabbage leaf is the philosophy of contentment. Satisfied with your lot, he calls it. Well, I suppose I'm satisfied I'm a little rabbit, but I did think I was smart enough to see the world on my own. Well, I guess after all, I'm just all wet.